Hi everybody, this is Anna Cass for another Anna Cass Fitness. This will be an update video, and unfortunately, some of you guys know if you follow like my Facebook or my bodybuilder.com, I have been complaining for a couple weeks about my left leg. Mainly, it's probably going to be about 2 months. It started as like a subtle pain, and then it got worse, it got worse, it got worse, it got worse, and then it got better, and then it got worse, and finally, after waiting and waiting and waiting for an appointment with my main physician, he finally took a look at it yesterday, and he looked at me square in the eye. He said, "No gym for 3 weeks." I'm like, "You mean no lower body?" He's like, "No, no gym for 3 weeks. Nothing, nada, no cheating and out, no nothing." He said, "I want you to just sit still." And I'm like, "That bad?" He's like, "Yeah, it's not terrible. Just mainly like repetitive motion injury, which it's one of those downfalls that come with just fitness. I mean, you do a motion whether you intend to do it or not. You end up with a repetitive motion, or you end up with like a twisted ankle or something. Just minor injury. Nothing's broken. Nothing seriously injured. However, I do have to give it time to heal, and I have a problem in my ankle and a problem in my lower back, and it's just mainly just irritation, like mainly like the tendons and stuff, but it's nothing drastic. I just gotta stop moving and just let it heal and rest, and then just go from there. Is this frustrating for me? Yes. I've been doing fitness for 2 years straight, so maybe this is just the universe telling me, Anna, stop, just stop, 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 stop. So, and I mean, I really cannot complain. I've been sitting solid at 170 pounds now for almost a year. So I not only have I lost the weight, but I've been able to maintain it in the long term. So I'm actually very proud of myself in that aspect. However, I really wish I could trim down a little more. Not because I'm not happy with my accomplishments or not, not happy with my body. I just still want to see what my body look like at its best. I don't think like I've been able to present the best of me. And a lot of people, they know what it looks like, they know what their body looks like, since they were kids because, for whatever reason, they had a very active childhood. I've always been the chubby, fat kid. I've always been that kid. So this to me is not just like me trying to prove my health, it's also experimentation as well, and then trying to understand my body better. And all this time I thought a lot of the things I could do now I could never do before, and it wasn't because there was anything wrong with my body, which there are a few things that, genetically not everybody's gifted at everything, but a lot of it was mental and a lot of it was my weight holding me back. And, I understand that now. So what does that mean right now? Now, currently right now I know I keep saying right now. Uh, right now I'm in the middle of a bet with my roommate. We had a thing where he's a male roommate, and he's like, who can lean down the most in 30 days? I'm like, okay. So I'm really stoked about it. Little competition doesn't hurt anybody. And we're both doing it in a healthy way. He exercises, a lot because of his job. And as for me, he eats, he eats well as well. We do a lot of prep stuff in our house. And as for me, it's the same thing. I don't starve myself. However, because of these recent events where I'm pretty much out for the rest of the 3/4 of the bat, I now have to switch out my strategy from working out, eating, and then leaning to literally relying solely 100% on diet. So what that means is for the next few weeks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to really be looking into, like, actually the next couple of days. I'm just going to figure out a whole new way to get this done and then lean down and just get this done. Just get this bed done. It's not about the price at the end. It's about the, ha! I did it! Ha! Beat you at it. And yes, it's true. Guys can lean down a lot faster than women. But guys, at the end of the day, women tend to have something, at least most of us do, I don't know about most of you guys, but we tend to have a little more discipline. So for example, I see a cookie, I don't have to eat it. That is the gosh darn truth. I don't have to eat it. I have ice cream buried in my fridge. It's been sitting there for 2 weeks. I had my fill. Okay, I'm in the middle of a bet. I'm not touching it. Don't think about it. Nothing. So it's great. So if he loses track of his nutrition, I might have a chance. Right now, I'm going really against a waterfall and an uphill battle. but I will get this done. And at the end of the day, if I don't win this, this is just a friendly bet between me and my roommate. At least I hope that along the way I've learned something new in the process, meaning about resting, how my body reacts to it. I'm going to try to learn new recipes and get more into volume foods, which is something I see a lot of the bodybuilding, the bikini competitors do. So implementing more vegetables into my diet. So I'm actually looking forward to that and looking into more lean meats such as turkey. I've never really been a turkey fan, but I think this time I will consider it if I can find it at a reasonable price. And just try new things. Just instead of just working out and eating, try and go back and redo the whole diet thing and really focus on it. So I'm not really seeing this as a complete loss. It's what I'm seeing as I have to figure out a whole new strategy to win this in 3 weeks. So this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So, but that's about it. As of now, like I said, I'm a solid 170. If I stand up and show you, you're not really going to see much. I do feel it on my clothes. The scale is pretty much just hanging 170 pounds for dear life. But I've been lifting a lot heavier recently. Like I noticed recently I could bench press 100 pounds, which I couldn't do that before. So I'm extremely proud of myself. I can only do it once, and I probably look like I'm gonna poop my pants. But I could do it. It's like, oh God, the struggle is real. God, madre de Dios, why am I doing this? Crack, and then I'm done. But no, I'm really interested to see what this challenge does, and I guess I'll keep you posted. I'll try to do one a week on these, and then just let you guys know where I'm at. I will gonna tell you this week's progress. I started at 173 previous Monday. As of Saturday, I got it down to 168, and a lot of it's because I just wasn't eating healthy. I wasn't really tying it up. And then the last couple of days, because of my injury, I haven't been able to do cardio, which really sucks. But I am back to 170 on the nose, which really, really disappoints me. But again, I'm doing daily weigh-ins. I'm gonna have fluctuations. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be frustrating. But at the end, as long as my body can function properly, I am really happy. So that's pretty much the way I have to see it. Not to get bummed down by the scale, especially at the level that I am with my fitness, where the scale doesn't really matter as much anymore, as much as how your body looks, feels, function, and how it fits on your clothes. So that's pretty much the way that my brain sees it. But anyway, guys, this has been another Anna Chaos Topics, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr. I am also on MyFitnessPal, bodybuilder.com, and Fitbit. So if you find me on there, don't be shy to send me a friend request. I'll be more than happy to add you, and do not forget about my GoFundMe donation. I went ahead and I revamped it a little bit, updated it a little bit. It was originally for my surgery. I didn't get enough funds. I'm still paying for it back. I am an artist by trade, so any little bit helps. I also, like I said, if you cannot donate, just share my story. That's all that I ask at the end of the day, because I'm not a thin girl who decided to gain muscle. I am just an average lady. I never had kids, who got really big because of life events, lost weight, and end up what most people end up with, just loose skin. And I'm never gonna look like the chicks on the freaking magazines, but I am going to try my best to present the best of me and treat my body the best that I can, because I have one body and that's all I'm ever gonna be given. But anyway, guys, this has been Anna Chaos for another Anna Chaos Progress, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.